Hello everyone. First of all, thank you to everyone who has subscribed to my new channel. And second, I'm outside today. It's a beautiful day. So let's talk books. So as I told you, I had been reading Jamrach's Menagerie by Birch, and here are my thoughts about the book. So the reason I chose the book is because having lived near a city with a sea, I think I have a special relation with the sea. It features prominently on my mental landscape. Also, as an Indian, I think we have a long history with Britain, and this book is about Victorian England. The idea of seeing Victorian London through the eyes of a little boy, of course, reminds you one of Charles Dickens and Oliver Twist. And of course, when you start reading the novel, the book sounds Dickensian, but eventually the book has its own voice, the voice that becomes the voice of Jaffy Brown, and his own story. So, as the author says, there were 2 to 3 real life events that inspired the book. One of them is the real person called Jamrach, who was a German naturalist based in London. He had a menagerie on Ratcliffe Highway. To people living in London, this place is now called the highway on the East End. But to people living in Victorian London, this place was very infamous for the Ratcliffe murders. It was a nationwide sensation and it remained unsolved. And the second event that inspired the book was the sinking of a whale ship called Essex. This happened in early 19th century and it had very young boys on the ship. And the author says this fact is what inspired her to write a story about a little boy. Thirdly, the protagonist who encounters a Bengal tiger. This also is a real event. The protagonist of the novel, Jaffy Brown, is an 8-year-old kid who actually moves to this better area from his former home at Bermondsey. His destiny changes when he encounters a big Bengal tiger that is walking across the Ratcliffe Highway. It has escaped from the Jamrach's menagerie. Never having seen such a magnificent beast, Jaffy actually touches the tiger's nose and he calls this moment his second birth because he is saved by Jamrach from the tiger's trap. And this moment has a dominoes effect that turns into a lifelong adventure for Jaffy. And although he moves thousands of miles away from this place, I think his life constantly alludes to this one moment, and that is why I think it is the title of the novel. The book is about the conflicting relation that Jaffy has with the forces of nature. It starts with the Bengal tiger, then the animals at the menagerie, and then when he goes on the ship, he encounters the constantly changing face of the nature in its wild form, in its calm form, and even when he is fighting it, he looks at it with some kind of awe, whether it is the tropical storm or the tiger or the dragon. As Jaffy likes to put it, he likes to look the animals in the eye. Wait, did I just say dragon? Yeah, there's a dragon in the story and it is very good. The book is also about the various dynamics that Jaffy shares with the people around him, especially his friend Tim Linwood. This relationship is more like a sibling rivalry. It is the development of this relationship that is the most interesting to watch or read. All in all, this is a great adventure story. Not compromising ever on its literary merit, this book is still a page turner. The fascination of discovering the world without any GPS or Google and only the moods of the winds to show you the direction must be a great time. It is a testimony to the writer's research on the Victorian times and her imagination. Try to read it, it is very interesting. It was shortlisted for the Booker in 2011. If you already read the book, let me know your thoughts. I would love to hear them. Thank you for listening to me and come back again next time. I will have some other book to review. Bye.